Hello guys.
Hello.
Welcome to MG Glam Cam.
Welcome.
Welcome. For those of you guys who don't know, this is Erilyn, my business partner.
Her favorite person.
My favorite person in the world. I love her so much. Sorry, oopsies. Love it. So we're gonna do a nice bronze.
Yes, bronze me up.
Yeah, we know we love that bronzy.
Yeah.
By the way, we're like Christmas.
I know, this
Green
was
and
not
red.
planned.
Not planned at all, but it's so cute.
Yeah.
This is how we complete
Yeah,
each
I
other. Should we talk about today? Should we talk about business? Should we talk about life?
All of the above, a
All
little bit of
the
everything.
above, yeah. How did you get into aesthetics?
I actually started doing makeup when I was in high school. I was doing like some friends, and my mom was like a really big influence on that journey, just because she's like, well, like if people don't have nice skin, like
That is so cute. I love your mom.
how is your makeup gonna go on like smoothly? She's
Yeah.
like, you should look into like how to treat people's skin. And she was like always an advocate for like skincare. My mom looks like she's like 35.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she has like
She
no
looks like
wrinkles.
her sister.
Yeah. I always knew I wanted to do something in the beauty industry and just make people feel beautiful and like within, and you know, just having that reaction of like, oh my god, I feel so good, and you being a part of that journey for someone is like so
Amazing.
rewarding. So that's how I got started.
Also, excuse my nail. We had our Christmas party and like
It's got a little wild.
crazy.
Doing a glamming session.
So Erilyn, what does your day look like every day, like as a business owner?
Well, I have 2 different days. I have my days off, which are not really days off because I tend to work on my days off, and then I have my non-days. So
Not days off.
non-days off, like work days.
Yeah. So what do you do? Yeah, your work days. So what do you do on both days? Like, what does it look like?
So typically, I don't work Sunday, Mondays, and usually on those days, on a Monday I'll go for drinks or lunch.
With me.
Yeah. We'll have a many like business meeting, and then it'll turn into like just like
Or we start like drinking and then we like shoot out crazy ideas.
ideas, yeah. And then I'll run errands either before or after that. Just getting like supplies and stuff for our beautiful salons. On my work days, I do a lot of nails, facial, laser, basically all your beauty needs, except for lashes. I'll leave that to the professional. Yeah.
Do you go to the gym? Like,
Oh
how's
my god,
your
yeah, I
lifestyle?
do. Totally.
And-
I know, I completely forgot. I'm like, what's my day like? So I'll take
Yeah.
you through a typical day. I'll go to the gym in the morning. I train with a trainer, typically. And then on my days that I don't train with my trainer, I'll go to hot yoga.
Yeah. Obsessed with hot yoga.
Yeah, I love hot yoga. I like to get a good sweat session in, so I'll sweat at hot yoga and get all those toxins out. It's really good for your skin, your gut, your overall just like mental health
Yeah,
too.
it has
'cause
like helped us so much.
Yeah,
I feel like
just,
yoga.
like,
yeah,
keeping
And
zen
keeping sane
Yeah.
in business. You
is
need
very
like
important.
a great balance to focus on yourself.
Yeah,
And I feel like in the past, like that's something I didn't really like. I kind
I
of
was
like
just gonna say that. I was just about
brushed
to
off.
say like I had a hard time balancing my work life and personal life because I would never take a day off. I felt guilty taking off work. I was just like, my clients need me. I need to be there for them all the time. Until I think I had like a burnout, and I was like, okay, this is not a healthy balance. I need to like, you know, balance work, my life, my personal life, and have like a healthy balance. So I've been putting my foot down slowly, but de temps en temps I'll like work on a Sunday or a Monday.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but not as much as I used to. Definitely not.
Yeah. I feel like definitely need a balance, and I feel like when you're happy with yourself and like you give yourself that balance in life, like you perform a lot better for your clients,
Yeah.
for yourself, you know.
I think at the time I was working so much, I needed that distraction of like, I need to keep myself busy because I was
Going through it, you
yeah.
know. Erilyn had a little rough little patch.
Yeah. It's okay. She made it out alive.
She made it out alive.
and
feel
back
like
and better than ever.
Exactly. And we love that. You're so happy.
I am. I'm in a good place. I'm taking better care of myself. Like I said, like I'm finding that really good middle ground of like work and life balance.
Erlyn, what advice would you give aspiring entrepreneurs?
Don't doubt yourself. I think if you believe in a project and believe in yourself, I think that's what matters, and that's what should strive you to move forward with whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And I don't think it matters like the age you are.
Yeah, like I know some people who become very successful later on in life,
Yeah.
in their 50s, their 60s,
I think,
you know?
Yeah, and I think it all comes down to believing in you and your project and whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And I don't think you should doubt that, and just go for it and go all in and try to figure out a way to make it work, especially if you're extremely passionate about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're your like number one fan,
Yeah,
right? So no
exactly.
one's gonna work as hard as you will. And if you have a project that you're working on or like you aspire to do or aspire to be, just do it.
Yeah, just
That's how
Just
I
do it.
lived like
Yeah.
in our businesses.
Yeah,
Like we just
just
believed
do
in
it.
ourselves. We've had so many people, by the way, tell us no. Like I know we show so much of the good and like
Yeah.
all the positive and stuff, but I mean we've got rejected many times. We actually have videos of it. We should
Yeah.
like
post
post
the
it.
whole vlog.
Yeah, but you know, like if people are gonna tell you no, Kris Jenner said this.
You're just asking the
The
wrong,
wrong
people.
person. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You get us.
Yeah.
Well, we get
Get
each
each
other.
other.
So if you don't get us,
Yeah.
if you know, you know. Okay.
We always finish each other's sentences.
Literally.
We always have like half sentences and we're just like, yeah, you know, like, yeah.
Next question. What motivates you when things get tough? Because things do get tough, you know?
And they get tough quite more often than you would think.
Yeah. Don't believe everything you
yeah,
guys see on social media or anywhere.
It is hard to stay motivated. I'm not gonna lie. I sit here and say like, oh, I do this. There's some times where like I allow myself a pity party like for maybe a day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like what can I do to? I try to refine that like fire in myself.
Yeah. It's hard to find that actually.
Which is fine. Like it is hard. I try to say like, okay, why did I do this in the first place?
Yeah.
Like you gotta find that love for what you're doing, because sometimes you get lost in like the administration part and like the finances, and you kind of like lose sight of like why you started this in the first place.
Yeah.
And I think having a good, again, like support system is everything in life. I'm just like, I'm really lucky to have like Maria to like, you know, lean on, and we're like good business partners in that way.
Same.
Where like if one of us is feeling down, like we'll pick each other up.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, it's important to.
Which is important because
Yeah.
I've been on both ends where I've done everything on my own, and let me tell you, it could be a really low place and like really hard place
Yeah.
actually to be in. So, you know, the
Yeah.
fact that, and so being on the other side and having, someone to lean on, that if something does go wrong, you know, like
You're in it together,
you
and
know, and
like
you don't
can
feel like a failure kind of alone,
Yeah,
which you're not a
no,
failure because
no.
even getting
it's
this far.
it's growth. It's at
Yeah.
the end of the day, like failures are a part of growth, and it's not necessarily a failure. It's more of a
No.
learning experience. And like I said,
It should shape
easy.
you,
Yeah,
you know, like
and
anything
your
that goes
business,
wrong.
and it builds a foundation to a successful business, because if
Yeah.
you don't have those down parts, you don't appreciate the highs as much.
You know, you have to look at the positive
Of
in
course,
life.
yeah. Just look at all the progress you have made.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another thing I've learned, like stop being so negative.
Mhm.
You know, instead of okay, there's a solution for
So
literally everything.
And
Everything.
you can't be afraid to also ask for
Yeah,
help.
correct.
I feel like, and people who, you gotta surround yourself with people who can educate you, and like you should never be the smartest person in the room. And
You're not.
yeah.
Like, sorry, not one person knows everything.
No,
you know, like
yeah. And it's
like-
important to bounce off each other and other
exactly.
people
and ideas.
and ideas.
You have to go into business like having an open mind, you know, or
Oh,
even
yeah.
life, because if you're like a know-it-all, like you won't go anywhere
No,
in life.
no.
So what's the biggest misconception you feel like people have about like our industry, like the beauty industry? I feel like I could have to list it. People think it's so easy.
People think it's easy. People think they can get clients like this. I think also results happen
Right
overnight.
away. Like in business, you need to be patient,
Yeah.
like super patient. It does not happen overnight.
Yeah, you have to just have the most patience with everything, like
Yeah.
in every aspect of every business.
Yeah. What's the most personal sacrifice you made for your business?
I would say my time with my friends and family. I made a big sacrifice, like, taking away time with them
Yeah.
to be able to work and take clients whenever they needed. And
That's definitely a big sacrifice
Yeah.
this time. And not many people do understand that.
no, yeah. So I ruined, maybe like not ruined, but
Well,
some
I don't
people
think
who
it was
didn't
really you.
yeah.
You know, like I think
They just didn't understand and they weren't supportive, and you
Yeah.
know, and it resulted into ending that relationship or relationships
or friendship
or friendships or whatever, because they didn't understand, and they didn't understand that I needed to work and needed to grow. I needed to, be there for my clients because
to build
to
yourself.
build myself. I needed to make a name for myself,
Absolutely.
and I didn't have that support with certain people. So the people that have supported me and loved me throughout this whole process and are still in my life, and the people that
Or you guys grew apart, you know,
Yeah.
and that's okay. But it definitely is hard, because a lot of people do not understand
Yeah.
until they're in it.
And I can understand it. It is hard to understand if you're not in it and you've never had to make those sacrifices. It was a sacrifice I needed to make
For your own
myself.
self. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, at the end of the day, you have to focus on you and what makes you happy, and the people who do love and care for you will always be there
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
support you. It's just sad, like I just feel like sometimes in life, like you go through a path with someone and you could be on the same path, and then someone could go left, the other one could go right. In that moment, you needed each other, but then after that, like you kind of just grew apart, you know.
Yeah, and that's okay. You have to outgrow people.
But it's either
sometimes.
some people are gonna accept it or some people
Yeah.
aren't, and actually see you like as an inspiration and say like, wow, that's motivating. That's like so amazing. I aspire to be like
Yeah.
that. Or
Some people can't handle it, and
Yeah, people
a
can
little
also get jealous too,
jealousy plays a big role in part of that,
Yeah.
and not supporting someone because they're jealous or they want to be in that position or they want to be able to make those sacrifices, but for themselves they're selfish.
selfish, absolutely.
You have to be selfless to make these kinds of sacrifices.
Absolutely.
Some people look at it as being selfish because you're doing something for you, for your business,
Yeah.
and you're taking away from people.
But that's their work. Like you're not asking them to not go to work every day,
yeah,
right?
like I would be here today if I didn't do that.
Yeah. Agreed. So Erilyn's actually in a long distance relationship.
I am.
So we want to know a little bit about, how do
What
you?
it's like?
Yeah. How do you
It's-
delegate?
It's definitely not for the weak.
For sure.
It's tough, and I think the more you grow as a person or as a couple, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
I think, like I said before, I'm very fortunate where like I'm very busy with work, and
keeps you
it keeps me
busy.
busy, and he's like super
Busy as well.
super busy, super supportive, and he never like
doubts you
doubts me or like wants to take away. Like he knows I'm working, like he'll wait for a phone call.
Same for you. I feel like you guys balance each other in that way,
Yeah, 100%. I know he's busy, and I know like we can talk when we can. There's some people that just
Need
like
constant reassurance.
yeah, and I think it just comes down to me being
Like-
very independent. I've only ever really depended on myself, and I never needed anyone to make me happy.
Yeah.
So like it's just having him in my life is a bonus.
That's so nice. I
Yeah.
feel like any relationship or friendship.
Yeah, it should be a compliment to your life that you already have.
Absolutely.
Not,
it should not stress you, give you anxiety,
Yeah.
and give you
all
a
of the
love.
above, all
Yeah.
the negative stuff. It should,
Yeah.
it should be fun. And yes,
Positive.
relationships are hard and they're work, but for the most part, it should be like really easy. Trust is earned and like built. I don't think. I used to think that trust is like you do something like you. How can I put this?
Like people already
Like you
have
give
their
the trust, yeah, you
and
give
then
the
when they
trust,
take it
and then
away-
they take it away, and then there's no more. I just feel like there's like a foundation that needs to be
built.
built, yeah, and I just don't trust like 100%.
You've had some rough experiences,
To say the least.
to literally say the least.
But I never bring that into like
a new
my
relationship, and you
yeah,
shouldn't.
and because they're different people, and yes.
So since you guys are long distance, like do you see yourself? Do you see yourself staying in Montreal or like?
Well, my home will always be here, especially
Mm-hmm.
like. I feel like we're in a relationship, me and you. So we have our baby together.
Yeah.
So like I'll
So
always
even if
come
we
back.
divorce, she's stuck
We're
here.
stuck, yeah. So I eventually, like, my boyfriend and I, we would talk about it. But we never know where he's gonna end up because he plays hockey, so
It's hard.
it's
definitely.
hard because he can come play here.
That would be like the
That
best
would make my
scenario.
life-
Doesn't
He
want you
allows me
stop
to
and,
like no. He says like you keep your business. You do what you have to do.
It's something for you, and
yeah,
that's something.
and he like appreciates that, and I think he loves that I do that. Like I'm not just sitting around like
Mhm.
waiting
Doing
for him
nothing.
and doing nothing. Or
It's not your character. Like it's
no,
just
I
not
like
you.
I said, I need to keep busy. I
One
can't.
thing about you, I think you're a very humble person.
Yeah.
And like that's something that a lot of people, when let's say they do start a business or like
It,
they
like,
make a
gets to
little
their
bit,
head, yeah.
it does get to their head. I mean, it's very easy to get to their head. How do you stay humble? Like, I mean, you are dating a hockey player, so you do see that kind of lifestyle, and also like with your business and stuff, like
I
it
think
has
it's-
succeeded very
yeah.
well. So
I think it just has to do with like who I am as a person. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I feel like people who are not humble, I guess, I don't know what the word is, but they
Yeah.
just tend to have to prove something to somebody.
it's like they're
And-
not happy with themselves.
Yeah,
so
and
they
I'm
need a
very-
constant
yeah,
reassurance.
Exactly, and I, like I said, very content with myself, and I don't feel the need to prove anything to anybody.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just, like I said, surround myself with people that make me happy. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's within you.
It's
Because
who
your entourage is who you hang out with is
Yeah.
a big
Part.
part of that.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, I think it's so important, especially like in business, to be humble, because from one day to the next, like you could be super successful to
Mhm.
like, if you want your business bad enough to literally take all your money and put it into a business that you could have nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Which I mean, I have. So
yeah, exactly. We've both been in that
Yeah.
like, position where you've had so much and then you've had
Yeah.
nothing,
nothing.
you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like that keeps us very humble.
Humble.
as
Yeah,
well.
because it could
As
be
quick
taken
as it-
away from you just
at
as
any
much as
second.
you make it. Like
Yeah.
just as quickly as you can make it, it gets taken away from you. So I'm not better than anybody else.
And no one should ever feel
No.
like they're better than anyone else, and
Mhm.
money should never be that.
And just
Money
as-
should never even
Yeah.
have that kind of power.
Yeah.
It's very sad that it does, but
Yeah.
like, if you could go back to your younger self, like, what would you tell her, baby Erilyn?
Oh my
The
God.
baby.
I would maybe say like don't sweat the small stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
I feel like growing up I stressed about like every little thing, and only recently did I stop like and was just
Same.
like take it day by day.
Like, it's
Like,
not that deep.
It's really not that deep, and life is so short.
Yeah, it really is.
I would tell myself that one of those things like
Yeah.
life is short. Like it could be taken away from you in like a second,
Exactly.
and like all these little things don't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't actually, and like that's something too. Like I feel like I focused
Yeah.
on this year as well. Like just, no one gives a shit.
No.
And like it really doesn't matter. Like you said, life could be taken away.
Yeah, and you just want to be happy.
Happiness is everything, you know,
Yeah.
and like happiness comes within, you know. So you
Yeah.
want to do whatever makes you happy, and
Exactly.
like if going to the gym makes you happy, if like
Traveling makes you happy.
Yeah,
If
a hobby,
if
like, if
sitting in bed and watching
makes
Netflix
you
all day
happy.
makes you happy, do it.
Do
Because
it.
like at the end of the day, you wake up alone and you die alone. So
Yeah.
like,
ooh, that's deep.
sorry, yeah, I know,
Mhm.
but it's true, and I feel like you have to
100%.
look back on your life and
Be happy.
Be happy with how it turned out. Like you can't have. I think that's another thing too, is just like to not have regrets.
Yeah.
I would say, because everything in life, negative, positive, all of the above, like it's learning experiences.
It is, yeah.
And you have to appreciate those, because I wouldn't be who I am today without going through
Those
what I went
experiences.
through. Yeah. And I've been through a lot,
Yeah.
as you know.
What's the shittiest thing you feel like?
Well, I have to say the worst thing to ever like
Experience.
maybe not ever happened to me, but
Yeah.
one of the worst things to like experience is like betrayal from someone that you love
Yeah.
deeply.
For sure. But you
And-
know what? You came out a better person
Oh,
and
yeah.
a stronger person,
Yeah.
and that's what matters. And also,
I mean, it is traumatizing, I have to say. Maria, what would you go back and tell your younger self?
that literally everything will be okay. Like
Yeah.
everything turns out to what you want in life, and it's how you, like, I guess, like, you do it, and everything is just okay. I had this like dream, and I was going through like, I was just going through it on my own, and in the dream, like, my grandmother was in it, and like she passed away, and she was holding me like my baby me, you know, and I was just watching this, and it was like, and then like the little girl came to me and like hugged me. And it was actually so cute. It was baby me hugging
baby
me.
Maria.
And like it was so cute because I was going through something, and I just feel like, you know, I've come such a long, like wow.
Like saying like you're on the right path.
Yeah, exactly. And like I just feel like I would just say how it's okay. Everything will turn out, and you should always be proud of like every step you take in life. Cause
you have to trust yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, I would even go back like a year ago and say like how proud, like don't, like you said, don't sweat the small stuff, and like you've come so far already. Yeah. Like don't be so hard on yourself, you know?
Yeah, I think as like business owners, it's hard to not be hard on yourself because you always want like the next best thing, and you want to, you know. But I think you just have to take it all in and appreciate it in the moment. Like, wow, look how far. Like, where did we start, and like where are we now?
And I feel like that's something like I've worked on these past couple of years, and I'm very proud of myself for it. And I just, like me too, like I just rather have positive, happy people around me. I've been through it with people in my life, and it's just not worth it. Like I just want to live a positive, happy life, and I feel like we're on the right path for that because we just allow positivity and like and when someone's negative, goodbye. Your 3 top beauty products that you wear on a daily.
I don't really wear makeup every day, but when I do, it's the skin tint, the Yves Saint Laurent one. So good.
So good.
It's like your skin, but better. My Charlotte Tilbury bronzer powder.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And I started using this Say blush.
Oh yeah, do you like it?
I love it. It's really like light. A little bit goes a long way. And I just like the overall color. I think I use the color. It's like it looks like a bright pink, but it's not. Like it just blends nicely into the skin.
I shall try it.
Yeah. Those are like my top 3. I don't wear mascara if I have like a lash lift.
And gloss.
And gloss. I mean, I can't live without like anything on my lip. Like I need hydration all the time.
Like, drink the water.
And I just feel like when your lips look nice and hydrated, it just looks like
clean.
Cute and What I love about when Maria does my makeup, it doesn't feel like I have makeup on.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it feels like really light. Look put together.
Thank you. Love highlight over here. Like it's just so pretty. Let me bring you a mirror.
The reveal.
The reveal. Imagine she's like, I hate it so much, Maria. This is like horrible.
Supposed to cry in the bathroom. Oh my god. I'm so sad I'm not going out after.
I know. I mean, we can. It's very clean, very fresh.
Yeah,
we didn't go too much. I thought I would have gone, but I like it.
Yeah, no, I really like it. I like how bright my under eyes are.
Yeah. So pretty.
I like the glitter. It's so pretty.
Yay! Thanks for watching us on MG Glamcam.
Thanks for doing my glam.
You're welcome.
I love when you do my glam. You do it all the time.
We can do it all the time. We'll come out with some more videos. Maybe go even more personal with some drinks.
Maybe I'll be more honest when I have a drink in my hand.
You're pretty honest. You were pretty
I was
good.
honest, but I
Well, thanks for watching. Love you.